My name's John Dubas with Premier Marketing. What we'll do to start is kind of give us a level set as to who Premier Marketing is. Many of you are very aware of us, but we are a national marketing organization founded in 1968 that's part of the Integrity Marketing Platform. We have offices across the country. We act as an insurance wholesaler working through independent insurance agents such as yourself. Being contracted in all 50 states, it gives you latitude to not only contract at the highest possible commission levels, but if you are one of those building an agency, we have recruiting contracts available as well. We work through a full portfolio of products, including the base Medicare programs, the Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement, and standalone Part D prescription drug programs. But we also have a full portfolio of life insurance and annuity products, including final expense life insurance and free need plans, and long and short-term care programs, and disability income programs, and ancillary benefits such as what we'll discuss today, including the dental, vision, hearing programs, critical illness cancer plans, hospital indemnity, accident, and telehealth programs as well. When you look at the Medicare Advantage portfolio, it has the national carriers there for you, along with many of the regional carriers, those strong regionals that make a difference for you in your market. And that same philosophy carries over into the standalone prescription drug programs, which in many cases are contracted with the same paperwork as the MA programs. In the Medicare supplement world, we want to make certain that we cover the full gambit of the Medicare population, regardless of income or what is best fit. So in Medicare supplements, we have a strong portfolio and programs set up to help you be successful in that space as well. A lot of programs that are out there that can really help you across the board in that arena. When we speak of ancillary products in each of those categories, we have the national leaders for you in those programs. They make a great way of additional means of marketing and another income stream for you and your agency, not to mention the most important part of covering that need of our population, our book of business, and prospects as well. Medicare market overall, we speak to the growing number of folks coming into Medicare, the aging of the baby boomers, the silver tsunami, one every 10 seconds, 10,000 plus a day. But if we look at this market based just on age, we're a little off because there are folks that are deferring accessing all of their Medicare benefits when they first become eligible for one reason or another. And for those of us in the tail end of the baby boomers, that may be due to waiting for full Social Security benefits, working past the age of 65 for one reason or another. The pandemic has affected that. But for whatever reason, there are a number of folks that are 65 and older that aren't accessing all of their Medicare benefits immediately. However, there's 15% of the Medicare population that's under the age of 65 accessing benefits because of medical disability, and they are eligible for the programs that we'll discuss today. We offer a full portfolio of products simply because the Medicare population has that need. 2/3 of the population has 3+ chronic conditions. It has some challenges with income and assets. So having programs in play that can help them budget for the inevitable can be greatly helpful and are welcomed by the buying population because they have choices. They don't have to do anything when they turn 65. They can actually decline the Part B coverage if they wanted to. Thankfully, most don't. And some will then just self-insure for what Medicare doesn't cover and pick up the standalone Part D prescription drug program to help with medication costs. Some will pick up a Medicare supplement plan, standardized, modernized Med Sup, and pick up the Part D to cover the drugs, or some of them will bundle and go into the Medicare Advantage programs where you have that all-in-one type of coverage. In each of these instances, having dental, vision, hearing benefits and other ancillary programs in play can help regardless of the choice of the base benefits. And that's a pretty even split, has been. Pandemic has influenced some of those choices where we're seeing a little higher percentage go into Medicare Advantage programs. But regardless of these choices, once again, having extra programs that can help them can be very beneficial to that population and to your agency. So one of the things we want to make certain that we do is help you translate the acronyms So part of the follow-up that you'll receive is a link to the guide that speaks to that. I've been in this business longer than I care to admit, and it always seems like there's a new acronym that comes up, and it's like, man, what does that mean? So we go looking, and this will help in that circumstance. So when we speak of when we can enroll people, our topic today isn't influenced by the election periods that come into play. We finished the AEP not so long ago. We're in the OEP now that, hey, we can't really talk about anyway. And we have all the other special election periods that come into play. But regardless of each of these, what they do when we offer an ancillary program is also gives us an opportunity, if we're using it as a prospecting tool, in addition to covering our book of business, it gives us a way to go and visit with people about their base coverages as well, and help us determine whether or not they qualify for a special election period. And gee, I didn't change the date on that one, did I? It's because there's a number of them out there that can really help in this regard, and it's important because the majority of people don't compare their coverages when they are able to do so across the board. Kaiser Family Foundation tells us in the last piece of business that we saw come from them, or the last detail, 70% of them aren't comparing their plans. It doesn't really matter too much if they're on traditional Medicare or Medicare Advantage plans. It's particularly important for some of the very vulnerable population, and this is a population that really needs the programs we discussed today. And we find that they're not even using the tools that are put out there by the government as well. And this is particularly important when we speak to programs such as today, because most of the information on the Medicare.gov site, well, it talks about the base coverages and maybe what they get with them. It doesn't do a comparison of some of the extra programs that are out there that can help them address the needs they have. The Medicare and You handbook, if people actually do read it in either the physical form that's mailed to them or the e-handbook that's sent to them electronically or through the App Store, different pieces that are put out there by the government that speaks to the coverages that are there, most folks don't realize that when we go into the Medicare and You book, it basically lays out, hey, dental coverage, you got to look for some help because most of the dental coverage is not covered by Medicare, and so this creates the need for additional coverage. Base coverages, well, see, this is part of the confusion some of the people will have on Medicare. They'll think, okay, we're going to do certain things they're going to cover. Well, maybe not. There's a whole lot of red X's there. So let's get some of the coverages that we need, because the majority of people on Medicare don't have that help. And these programs can help them in other areas as well. Outside of their dental hygiene and the dental health, it really helps us overcome some of the costs that they have and gives us the opportunity to speak to some of the other things that are needed for these base coverages. We also want to deal with programs that have the virtual support, that electronic support. We're all aware of the fact that, boy, there's a ton of e-apps out there. Most of the carriers, there's a few carriers that don't even accept paper applications anymore. And regardless of whether or not they do, we need to make certain that we're able to deliver the information in the manner in which our prospects desire it. So is that actual face-to-face paper type of tangible, I got to touch it so I can decide whether or not I want to buy this, or do I do things virtually? It's one of the reasons we love to partner with today's presenters, because, hey, they give us that capability of handling people in the manner in which best suits them. And we've trained them to do it. Over the last couple of years, hey, for over a year, there were a whole bunch of people that were going to the doctor that weren't going to the doctor physically. It was all done electronically. And so we have delivery of care, setting up and training folks in our demographic on receiving information electronically. Doctors, specialists, dentists, hospitals, even faith-based organizations are delivering their services electronically. And so the population is much more open to receiving information that way as well. And you'll see that today's topic and today's presenter we have that electronic support to take advantage of that. And it gives us then the opportunity to layer on additional policies in the household. And what that does for us as agents is it drives up our retention. Our persistency is better. And you got to keep in mind, doesn't have to be product with the same company. It just has to be the same agent, and that's you, hopefully. So as we speak to today's presentation, let's look at what we need to do to fill a need that our clients and prospects are asking for, and how we can deliver that in a manner that best suits all involved. So we've asked our friend Taylor Davis, the Regional Managing Director with Ameritas, to come on and visit with us about Ameritas and the programs that they offer in this area. So Taylor, I am going to turn over control to you.
Thanks, John. I appreciate it as always. I love all that information. I feel like I learned something new, a little nugget every time you go through those slides. So I appreciate that. And thanks everyone for joining. Hopefully you're having a great start to 2022. I already can't believe it's the middle of January now, and here before too long it's going to be summer, and it's going to be 2023. So it's insane how quickly these years are going by. But again, I appreciate you jumping on here, beginning of the year, learn a little bit more about Ameritas, how we stand out from the pack through our no waiting period, next day effective date, largest network in the industry, and something else that John touched on is our ease of enrollment, which I'll go over that here in just a little bit. Before getting into the Ameritas Dental, our products, how we stand out, our network, all that kind of stuff, I always like to start off about why dental and vision to begin with. Maybe you're on this webinar to learn a little bit more about why should you offer dental and vision in your portfolio today. Maybe you're just getting started in the industry, and you're just wanting to learn a little bit more about dental and vision. Or maybe you have a whole portfolio of products and you're looking for, which one should I add, or which one should I be talking about the most to my clients. Any and all those, I'm going to be covering today. But before that, it's dental and vision in general. Why is it so important to talk about? Some great stats that actually came out just a couple months ago is 7 out of 10 over 65 clients are wanting dental and vision. When they're retiring, they're looking at dental and vision. So 7 out of 10 clients that you're talking to want dental and vision. On top of that, about 30-35% of them just don't know where to get it, right? They've always been on that group plan. It's part of their job. They click, yes, I want dental and vision, and they kind of move on. On the individual side, as we know, things are a little bit different. So they just don't know where to get it. And I'm hoping when I go through our process, our enrollment process, that it's so simple that a client, whether this is the first policy that you're selling them, or whether, it's the fifth policy that you're selling them, that enrollment process has to be seamless. So we've done a really good job on making that process as seamless as possible. But really, when it comes down to dental and vision, is that referrals. They're purchasing dental and vision to use it. They're not, tucking it away in their back pocket saying, crossing their fingers saying, hopefully I don't have to use dental and vision. They're purchasing it to use it. And here at Ameritas, with our no waiting periods, our next day effective dates, they can go as soon as tomorrow and get their implants, their dentures, their fillings, cleaning, whatever it might be. They can go tomorrow, and they're going to be talking about that. Maybe they needed a crown for the past 6 months, and now they're getting a policy, and usually you have to wait 9 to 12 months for those major services. Here at Ameritas, they can go tomorrow and get that crown, and they're going to be talking about that. I'll show you the savings here in just a little bit on why they do talk about that savings portion of dental. Persistency, John touched on it. The more products you have with that client, the better persistency you're going to have. So why not add dental and vision onto that product portfolio that you're offering that client? Adding value to your client's life, that's kind of our motto here at Ameritas, is adding value to your client's life as soon as possible. And in our scenario, you're adding that, as soon as tomorrow. So we want to continue to add value to your clients. If you've been with Ameritas for a while, you see that we do launch new products on a yearly basis. We do that because there's little new niches in the industry that we want to stay ahead of. We see things. We look at our claims ratio. We see what people are using. We want to increase what everyone's using. So there's a lot of things that we do add to our plans that you'll see in our our 3 new plans that we launched July of last year that we added just because we've heard it. We've heard it from you guys. We've heard it from the clients. We see it on claims coming in on what clients are needing and using. So we want to continue to add value to your clients' lives every year. Reputation, continue to grow your reputation, grow your business, and grow your commissions as well. So switching gears to why Ameritas. We've been in the dental and vision space for a very long time. That's our number 1 product here at Ameritas. We do have other portfolio of products here at Ameritas, but our main focus is dental and vision. Again, as I mentioned, we focus on, adding value to your client's life, but we want to focus on creating that economic value. Creating that economic value, I mean by going in, if they like that example of having a crown, if they need to go in tomorrow, maybe 6 months ago, their dentist said, well, it's going to cost, $1,200, $1,300 for a crown. Go with Ameritas, so you're going to save them, hypothetically 50% of that. So that's creating that economic value, especially for the senior members who need all of that, just not preventative and basic. They need that major. We also focus on that product simplicity. We don't want a product to be boggled down and hard to understand for a client. We want it to be simple. So we've mirrored that group side as much as we can from the group to individual so they understand it, that product simplicity. We have 3 plans. They're 3 different ones, and kind of pick the product that works best for your client. Also, that ease of enrollment, we'll be touching a whole lot on the Ameritas network as well. Nationwide coverage. We are in all 50 states. This is super handy. If you're talking to a client, you don't have to switch gears and pivot to a different carrier. Ameritas is in all 50 states. Also, this is great for how our enrollment process does work. I'll go over that here in just a little bit, but once you are contracted with us, we actually send you a personalized hyperlink. It looks exactly like our website, but it has your information up in the top right-hand corner, your email address, your phone number, agent name, and you can just send that off to all your clients, and you don't have to worry about what state they're in because we are in all 50 states. So our 3 plans that we have launched in July of last year are PrimeStar Total, PrimeStar Access, and PrimeStar Value. PrimeStar Total, we changed a little bit from our previous plan to PrimeStar Total. We increased the maximum benefit. Our maximum benefit on PrimeStar Total is $2,000 day 1, $2,500 in years 2+. We also have a tool that's called Preventive Plus. Preventive Plus means preventive services do not go towards the max benefit. So if a client goes in and gets a cleaning, we pay cleaning done 100%. So let's say it's $200. That $200 does not go towards that $2,000 max benefit. That maximum benefit is just for basic and major services. Really cool feature on these new plans. Our deductible, $0 for preventative, $50 for basic and major. Preventive services are covered at 100%, as I mentioned. Basic is covered at 80% day 1. Major is covered at 20% day 1. In year 2, basic increases from 80 to 90%. Major goes from 20 to 50%. So in year 1, it's 180-20. Year 2, it's 190-50. But again, we also have that Preventive Plus, that preventive services do not go towards the max benefit. We also have a hearing benefit on this plan. It's a no network hearing benefit, meaning they can just go and submit the claim to us, and we'll pay that max benefit of $75. Hearing aid benefit per ear, $200 day 1, $300 in year 2, $400 in years 3+. Same thing, no network, just submit the claim to us, and we'll pay that benefit. So again, this is PrimeStar Total, probably more geared towards the over 65 population, a little bit higher maximum benefits. We have the Preventive Plus, we have the hearing benefit as well on the PrimeStar Total. So again, all of our plans are 18 and older, but as you can kind of see, we've tried to go after or have over 65 on this plan, but again, a 20-year-old can buy this plan as well. PrimeStar Access, a little bit different from PrimeStar Total. This one kind of is more geared towards the under 65. I say that because we have like LASIK, teeth whitening, we have child ortho. Those kind of things are more geared towards the under 65. But again, this product, as as well, 18 and older, and all three of our plans have no max age. So maximum benefit for PrimeStar Access is $1,000 day one, $2,000 in year 2 plus. Preventive Plus is covered on this plan as well. Again, preventive services do not go towards the max benefit. Deductible is $0 for preventive, $50 for basic and major. So you've already kind of started seeing that product simplicity. We don't want to go too far away from what our plans have been. We want that increasing maximum. We want that deductible to be the same across the board. We want Preventive Plus to be with every product, right? So we don't want it to be confusing on, oh, this product doesn't have Preventive Plus. This product does. All of our products, for the most part, mirror each other, but then there's those cool little features that we have, just like the hearing benefit on PrimeStar Total. With this plan as well, on PrimeStar Total, the plan that we just went over, PrimeStar Total, you can go in or out of network, and those co-insurances don't change. With PrimeStar Access, they do change if they go out of network. So you'll see the percentages of out-of-network services as well in this plan. Preventative is covered at 100% day one. Basic is 65% day one, jumps up to 80% in year 2. Majors at 20% year 1, 50% in year 2. We also added teeth whitening onto this plan. It's under the major category, so same thing. If they're going and getting teeth whitening, we'll pay 20% day one because it's under the major category. We also have child ortho on this plan under age 19. Lifetime maximum per person is $1,000. We cover that at 15% day one, 50% in year 2. We also added LASIK, something totally different out there in the marketplace today to have a LASIK product on a dental plan. Again, this is how the product's built. It's not an add-on. It's just always in this product with PrimeStar Access. So it's not like a rider or something like that. It's already built in to the product. LASIK, we covered $125 years 1 and 2, $250 in year 3. Again, that's per eye. So as I mentioned before, PrimeStar Total might be more geared towards that over 65 with the hearing benefit and a little bit higher on the maximum benefit as well. This product probably more geared towards the under 65, right? LASIK, teeth whitening, child ortho, those kind of things are more geared towards that younger demographic. But again, all of our products are 18 and older. PrimeStar Value, something we haven't done in the past is have a value plan, something in that $20 range. And this is where this product fits in. If someone's in between jobs or someone's budget isn't in that $35 to $45 range, PrimeStar Value is a good plan for them. Maximum benefit of $750. That's day one, and that's in year 2. That doesn't increase in year 2. That's $750. We also have Preventive Plus on this plan as well. So that $750, for example, that just covers basic day one, and so you don't have to use that for preventive services. Deductible, $0 for preventive, $50 for basic and major. Preventive services with PrimeStar Value is covered at 90% day one, 100% in year 2. Basics covered at 50% day one, 80% in year 2. Major, we do have a 12-month waiting period on the major, 0% day one, 15% in year 2. So that's the only product, PrimeStar Total, PrimeStar Value, no waiting periods. But if someone goes on the value plan, it's 15 years in year 2 for major. But preventive and basic is covered day one. Again, a little bit lower cost plan, and that $20 range, depending on where you're located, is the normal price for it. So again, all three of them are 18 and older. We have no max age, which is a great resource to have. You don't have to worry about ages as well. So PrimeStar Total, PrimeStar Value, and PrimeStar Access are our three new plans. So with regards to the Ameritas product, we do hone in a ton on network. A lot of the times when it comes to ancillary products, a lot of people talk about no networks. We believe with dental and vision, network's super important. The savings on top of the product savings create that economic value. So with regards to our network and how we value it and why we value it so much, our network persistency is in that 99% range. So if someone's in our network, it's a very 99% chance they're going to continue to stay in our network. We have contracted fees. Our contracted fees or negotiated rates are anywhere from 25 to 50%. That's on average. On average, our percentage on dental procedures is about 30%. So that's a savings on top of that coinsurance and the product itself. There's no claims forms. All of our in-network providers submit the claims forms electronically to us. Out-of-network providers, it's almost a 50-50. Some will submit them to us. Others will tell the client to submit the claims forms to us. So it doesn't, whatever works best for the out-of-network dentist, they do, but all of our in-network dentists submit the claims electronically to us. Overall, great customer experience. They don't have to touch a claims form. They get the negotiated rate, and it's overall just creating that additional economic value for them. Our network continues to grow, but I like to say we're committed to strategic growth, meaning we pick and choose specifically who we want to be on our network with regards to negotiated rates. If a dentist says, yeah, I'll give you a 5% negotiated rate, well, that's not really adding economic value for the client. We want to partner with those providers who are given, anywhere from 25 to 50% on those procedures. Just in the last year, we've grown about 70,000 access points nationwide. We're hovering around that 583,000 access points nationwide and 130,000 unique providers. Access point is the actual brick and mortar location where a client can seek dental services. Inside of those access points, the unique providers or the dentist. Last I checked, there's about 175,000 dentists nationwide. So that tells you just how large our network is. It's hard not to find someone in our network. I'll show you in just a little bit how to search for in-network providers, but you can look at a 5, 10, 15-mile radius. I think it goes all the way up to 100 with dentists nearby. But on that first 5-mile radius, unless you're in rural Oklahoma, you're going to find a lot of networks nearby. So this is a great economic piece. I usually tell agents to take this off of our website, laminate it, show a client how our product works. I think it's great to show someone on paper how a product works, right? We do it with annuities, we do it with Medicare, we do it with many, many products, and it's the same for dental. To show them, okay, here's what, a normal cost for this insurance. If you have no insurance, here's the cost for network rate, day one cost, and year two cost. I think it just gives a great overlay of how good our product is. So with regards to time purposes, we're hitting that 1:30 already Central Time. We're gonna cover that purple column. Purple is major, and also the purple is a crown. So if a client goes in and they're looking to get a crown, they have no insurance, they're going to be paying around $1,400 for a crown. And you can we have a great it's called dental cost estimator that you can go in on our website, and you can type in a zip code, and it can show you that average cost of a crown, denture, implants, cleaning, fillings. It'll show you the actual cost of what it is in that specific zip code. The same thing I did here. This is actually a Minnesota zip code. Typed it in, and it shows that it's $1,368 is the average for a crown cost. So if no one has insurance, it's what they're going to be paying. So let's take our product, PrimeStar, whichever one, PrimeStar Access or PrimeStar Total, and they need to go get a crown tomorrow. Okay, they go to an in-network provider. So our in-network providers, again, that's negotiated rates, we're averaging about 30%. So right off the bat, without even talking about the product itself, you're saving that client about, call it $600 just by going in network. Take that 803 times 20% because we don't have waiting periods on our major with PrimeStar Total and PrimeStar Access. You're saving them an additional $150. So without even talking about the product, you're saving the client money, and then you throw the product on top of it. Day one savings is about 53%. That's creating that economic value. My first slide of why dental and vision, referrals, growing your business. They're going to go in, they're going to talk about this. I had a quick story. I had an agent call me. This was pre-COVID actually, and they were at Costco, and the table next to them we're talking about insurance, and it was almost like, who saved the most. while he was sitting there, they started getting into the dental and vision side of things. And one of their clients said, well, yeah, I really need to go get, a crown done, or but I just don't want to pay that amount of money. He actually hopped over to that table, started talking to him, sold him a plan. They actually went in the next day, and I can't remember what he said about how many referrals he got off of that, but they talked about that for a long time. And that's just people, because they sit and they talk about the savings that they have on their insurance plans. It's the same thing for dental. 53% day one, that's a lot of money, 53%. In year two, again, it jumps to 50% co-insurance in year two. So take that 803 times 50%, you're saving them an additional $400. So 71% savings. That's creating that economic value. And that's how a product should work on the dental side. The good thing here at Ameritas is we understand we don't have 100% of the network providers out there. So you can go in or out of network. PrimeStar Total, the co-insurances don't change if you go out of network. PrimeStar Access, they do. But we want to give them that member flexibility that go in or out of network. But I like to hone in so much on how the importance of going in network because of those additional savings. So remember to talk about that. Again, we want that member flexibility. They can go in or out of network, but show them hypothetically how much money they can save by going in network. John's already gone over a lot of this for Medicare clients, scope of employment form, Medicare and Under guidebook, what's not covered, first thing on there. John's already went over it, dental, second thing, vision, third thing is actually dentures, which is covered under our dental policy. So take a look at those, show that to clients, show what's not covered, and it's pretty eye-opening. So why vision? Switching gears from why dental to why vision, just as important as dental, especially in that over 65 market. There's increased risk of falls, fractures, depression. Identifying medications gets difficult. There's a lot of things that go into vision. And the same thing with dental, with that member flexibility of going in or out of network. We want that member flexibility when it comes to vision as well. So at that point of enrollment, with your unique hyperlink that we send you, that client or you, when they're going through that application process, is going to choose IMED or VSP. Now we want both carriers because we want that member flexibility. We're the only carrier out there that offers both IMED and VSP. So maybe that client has been with IMED forever and they absolutely love IMED and they don't want to steer away from it. They're going to continue to have it. Well, great. We have IMED, they can go with it. Vice versa. If they're just tired of IMED and they don't want to go with it anymore, they can go to VSP. So again, at that point of enrollment, they can choose either IMED or VSP. Both of our plans are standalone as well. So if they just need dental or if they just need vision, they can do that. But both as well. Most everyone needs both in that over 65 market. So IMED, you're looking at lens crafters, Pearl Vision, Target Optical, our Select Vision plan, which is our IMED plan, eye exam, $25, contacts and frame allowance is $130 as well. And then with our IMED plan, it's a little bit cheaper of the two. IMED's just over $10, $10.50. And then benefit frequencies is once per year for an exam, once every 2 years for eyeglass lenses or contacts and frames. Three things when it comes down to vision, as I mentioned before, where they used to go in. Number two is price, right? What are they budgeted for? They budgeted for $10.67, or here just a little bit, I'll go over VSP, which is $16. They budgeted for $16. The third question you should ask them is benefit frequencies. Do they need eyeglass lenses or contacts and frames once per year, or is once every 2 years okay with them? Very, very simple when it comes to vision. Ask those three questions. Where are they used to going? What's their budget? And benefit frequencies. So VSP, Costco, VisionWorks, they added Walmart and Sam's Club, I think in late 2019. So great name recognition with VSP as well. Eye exam, again, a little bit more expensive plan, a little bit cheaper when it comes to the eye exam cost, $10. Frame and contact allowance jumps up to $150 for the VSP plan. Again, as I mentioned before, VSP is just over that $16 mark, but it's also once per year for everything on benefit frequencies. Once per year for an exam, once per year for eyeglass lenses or contacts and frames. iMed, again, was once every 2 years for eyeglass lenses, contacts, and frames. So again, where they used to go in, budget, benefit frequencies. Making it easy to work together. I'll go over the enrollment process here in just a little bit, but member tools just as important, right? I think a lot of the times when a client gets enrolled into a product, they say, great, I have the product. You know, what else do I have on Ameritas' website? Find a provider tool. That's for both the member and the agent. It's a great resource for you when you're talking to the client, and also for the client. You know, maybe next year they're looking to go to a different dentist and they want to look at find a provider. They can do that as well. Dental cost estimator. That's what I was talking about. Going over that providing economic value piece. You can go on there and type in a zip code and it'll show what that, you know, crown, dentures, anything, dental procedures in that specific zip code, what the cost is. Health report, dental health report card as well, prescription savings card, eyewear savings card, worldwide assistance as well. Someone's in a different country and they need help booking an appointment, we can help them find the right place. Agent tools. We have a great marketing website. It's at the top there. It's explore.ameritas.com/agent marketing. It'll take you directly to the homepage that has social media posts, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. It has podcasts. It has that providing economic value piece that I went over, of showing how our product works. And it actually has them for each one of our products it goes over. We also have blog articles, a ton of network information, how large our network is, negotiated rates, savings, all this kind of stuff that you can send to your clients is right there on this marketing website. I will mention back office. We've been working extensively on adding a better back office for you guys. We're in the end stages of that. As we get closer, I'll let John and Premier know how close we are, and we'll jump on another webinar and I'll walk you guys through the new back office. But just know we are working tirelessly to get that ready for you guys as well. Easy to do business with. This is what John was talking about and what I alluded to at the beginning of this webinar is our ease of enrollment. Once you do get contracted with us, we send you a welcome email, and that inside that welcome email is a personalized hyperlink. If you are contracted with us today and you don't know where that hyperlink is, reach out to John or Premier and they can get it over to you, or reach out to Ameritas and we'll get it to you as well. But that is how you quote and enroll. Don't go to our main website at Ameritas because we don't know who that agent is if the client does enroll. So always use your personalized hyperlink that is uniquely yours, and everything is connected through that hyperlink. So again, use your hyperlink. If you're not contracted with us yet, wait to get that hyperlink until you enroll a client. Quoting, very easy. We're zip code rated. We're not age rated. So if someone's 18-year-old and someone's 100 years old and they're in the same zip code, they're going to have the same rate. So very little information needed to start that process. Type in zip code. Again, both standalone plans. Do they want dental coverage, vision coverage, and how many need coverage as well? What members will see, or what you will see if you're helping the client enroll, is our 3 plans. You'll see PrimeStar Value, PrimeStar Access, and PrimeStar Total pop up. It'll have them from I think it goes from high to low now. I know this one goes from low to high. I don't know which one it is, but they'll all pop up on there. And especially if they're in a state-specific area, those plans will pop up, so you don't have to worry about doing anything different if someone's in, Washington per se, and those are state-specific. And in Washington, it'll automatically pop up with those plans. So we'll have bestseller as well. There's also a share button up in the top right-hand corner that you can share. If they say, yeah, send me a quote, you can share that quote to them and they can enroll straight off that quote. It's just like you're sending over your hyperlink. If they want to do everything from start to finish, again, you just send them your personalized hyperlink and they can enroll themselves. We don't ask for a social security number. We don't ask for an e-signature. You can do credit card payments. You can do ACH. Very, very simple. Find a provider tool as well. Simple. If you just go straight to dentalnetwork.ameritas.com, you can find a provider. Also, you can find it through your hyperlink as well. Just again, if you do use that dentalnetwork.ameritas.com, make sure that's somehow, tied to your hyperlink, right? Send them both links. Send dental network at dentalnetwork.ameritas.com. Then also below that, send your hyperlink so they know to enroll on your hyperlink and not off of our main website. You can type in city, county, state, or zip, and what'll pop up is all of the in-network providers. Green and in black lettering, those are all in-network. The ones in green, we just want to say thank you to those providers. They have an above average negotiated rate. So right now we're hovering around that 29-30% average on negotiated rate. The ones in green are just they're over the average. But all the ones in black lettering are fantastic as well, anywhere from 25 to 50% on those procedures. I'm trying to think of another question I get on this. I always get the green and black lettering, but they are all in-network providers that pop up. You will receive a confirmation email once someone does enroll off of your hyperlink. So say you have it on your website and someone's on your website and they enroll, you're going to get notified when someone does enroll. Also, if you send it, if you've really never offered dental and vision to your clients before and you have a great portfolio of clients, if you send that off to them, you're going to get notified when someone does enroll. I actually had a PNC agent, had about 10,000 clients, sent their hyperlink off to their client base and started getting notification. Wrote I think it was 50, 75 apps in the first 24 hours. So easy enrollment process. They can go through it. Again, we don't ask for social security number. We don't have to ask for e-signature. They don't even have to have an email address. We can send the cards electronically to them, or we can send them via mail, snail mail, if they like to see the paper ID cards for their dental and vision. So again, what's in it for the agent? Again, John talked about it. You can sell dental and vision 12 months out of the year. It's a great lead-in. I actually have some people who use dental as the first option, and then from dental they kind of start talking about everything else because dental is a big conversation, especially today. Dental and vision, everyone's looking into how to get it. So again, ability to sell 12 months out of the year, referrals and leads. Talked about it already. Remaining relevant. Be that one-stop shop. Offer everything you can. Right? You don't want to have an agent come in and sell dental and vision to your client, and then also at the same time they start talking about Medicare or life insurance or annuities, whatever it might be. You be that one-stop shop. Make sure you're keeping them, and the more products you have, again, better persistency. Adding value to your client's life. That's our goal here at Ameritas. Adding value to your client's life and have the tools for you to be successful are two huge things that we focus on here at Ameritas. And just growing your reputation, right? Growing your reputation, growing your business, and while doing that, growing your commissions as well. So again, thanks for joining. John, if you do have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer those.
Actually, there are no questions today, Taylor. So you've done a tremendous job. Thank you very much. So,
fantastic.
We're set. I'm going to pull control back just for a second and finish with just a few slides and excuse me, send folks on the way. There's a ton of dental programs out there, and there are programs out there that can work with you, and some make more work for you, it appears. We're happy to work with Ameritas because they take care of you as an agent and your customers that you bring in. And we want to give you some reasons why you want to do business with Ameritas through Premier. Well, one of the things you can do is set up an agent profile through SuranceBay and store your information in that. So all the questions that are asked on the different contracting, where's your errors and omissions coverage, those sorts of things can all be warehoused and enable you to do electronic contracting very quickly. With Ameritas, we want to make certain that we do that process as succinctly. Boy, it took me a minute to say that. So we do some things direct with them as well. The errors and admissions or coverage program that we offer is a discounted program that you own. So it's not like being added to a blanket E&O policy for one program and worrying about how you're going to get covered across the board. This is something that you own and covers you for that requirement that most insurance carriers require of you now. We do offer also bundled continuing education courses through our association with WebCE to help keep your license in play as well. And you can add to your own benefit package through modified guarantee issue, non-cancelable DI policy for yourself, disability income programs where you're paid a commission for writing coverage on yourself. Much as where today's presentation is being recorded, past presentations have been recorded as well. And as I mentioned at the start, they are available on our website at premiersmi.com and on our YouTube channel as well. We do offer the Medicare Center program, which is a electronic tool for our agents active in the Medicare space. It's available without cost to contracted agents, has 3 different quoting engines in it with a single logon. So you have access to the programs that are powered by Connexure, Sunfire, and CSG. It gives you the opportunity to reach out, obtain, and store the scope of appointment, which is a great first step, as Taylor mentioned, for selling ancillary products as well. It does have a CRM in there for your use and different resources that enable you to help yourself sell more. Different sales tracks, scripts, things of that nature are there, all available to you without cost through our organization. And it does give you an opportunity to cross-sell. So when you go into the CSG piece, the dental program lists the Ameritas programs. So you have another way of electronically enrolling folks through the means you have available without cost. And it's a great way to add that coverage as you discuss other programs. Many ancillary programs will offer different carrier incentives that may qualify you for trips as well, and help qualify you for different premier incentive programs. And they're all listed on our website, as noted here. Different things we can do to get in front of people. But one of the things that we're seeing with folks that are open to cold calling, some of them in the Medicare space have done so traditionally for Medicare supplements. However, utilizing this for dental is a great way to add to your T65 funnel. So those programs that are in there, or the people that are in there that are 63 or 64, as Taylor mentioned, they're used to having the coverages through work. This is a great way of getting them into additional dental coverage before they turn 65 and the rate goes up. So a great way to cold call and use Ma Bell. We do also offer different community-based marketing programs, including presentations to be delivered within the community, including addressing needs in the retail marketing. Many folks have worked with Walmart and other programs in the past, and these are programs that can work there. Faith-based opportunities, well, many times people respond to their faith community before they do any type of other marketing response. And having programs where you can address the need for dental can be a great topic for those circumstances. Of course, marketing with providers, market with dentists. It's a great way to go out and get additional business and drive revenue for your agency. We do offer internet lead programs and direct mail support. We do have a T65 locator we'll talk about. And then, of course, we've got a pretty cool program that helps you remember to ask for and how to obtain referrals. That direct mail program, well, there are 2 of them, one for health programs and one for final expense. Based on production, drives down the cost of those mailers so you can do that program consistently, because hey, it does still work. And we work through preferred lead vendors. They're vetted. They all have programs electronically to support you to reach out to the people who respond as quickly as possible, enhancing your possibilities of converting them from a prospect to a client. We do also have direct mail response programs for returns, where you're not directing the entire mail campaign, but you're buying an untouched direct mail response. The cost will vary by area to area and time of the year, but these can be very effective in plugging holes in your schedule or using them on a regular basis to get in front of folks on in the manner that you need to. Those internet leads are they are Facebook based. There's a program for final expense and one for Medicare as well. Great way to get some instant response there. And that T65 locator, it's a program that's available to you without cost, downloads to your smartphone, and actually gives you physical locations of people turning 65. Great for door knocking if you're working med sup, final expense, dental. You have to be careful with it, with obviously with the MA and PDP programs, because you can't door knock with that. But it's a great way to map out possibilities in a particular target area and do so with, hey, addresses and names come with it. That referral program that I spoke of earlier, it's not just asking for referrals when you attempt to sell somebody. It's working your book of business and the people who didn't buy from you as well. A great way of generating people to speak with very quickly without additional out-of-pocket expenditure. We do all this because we want the opportunity to work with you. We want to be referable for you as well. And we think that Ameritas is a great program for you to use to drive business, and we can work together in that endeavor. So all that said and done, it's a question then of, hey, I want to make this part of my personal marketing program. It's something you can start very, very quickly. So you don't have to wait around for, oh, an open enrollment period, or, ooh, this is the time we need to sell this. It's available for you year round. It's needed year round. And Ameritas can be that great partner for you to reach out into the community, either physically or through the use of the electronic tools that they make available for us. So all that said and done, I'm going to check real quick for additional questions. We appear to be clear. You can reach us at 1-800-365-8208. We will be reaching out to you as well. But I want to thank you for the time that you invested with us today. For those of you who have done business with Premier in the past, I thank you for that business. For those of you that are considering doing business with us in the future, I thank you for that opportunity. And until we're able to speak again, I thank you once again for your time, and I wish you good selling. In the meantime, thank you again, and thank you, Taylor. We'll speak again soon. Thanks, folks.